I have added 2 more tests, but I also found another mistake during the testing. So first I want to show you that. So in the collector, if we go to the param to dict, here there was a function called get key, but actually it will be has key, and has key check for that key exists or not. So you should change that. And that's the other 2 tests related to that param to dict. And here is the test for param to dict. So the first test is we are trying to throw error because we are giving trim user, which should be a boolean 0 or 1, and it have to be like 0 or 1, but we're providing 5. So it's the same way before try catch. We are trying that. We are creating first that which was passed here, that passed because we haven't tested that in that level. So I took the same value, and then now we are providing that into the param to dict, and it's an internal function, so we have to use twilight timeline dot, and we are giving that to that function, and then we are expecting a exception. The next one, I have first generated the dictionary we are expecting because that one should pass. So on providing resource param with the name and count, it should give us that dictionary by default using the default values. And so what I did, I created that and then provided it to the param to dict, and I'm equalizing that the result from the params and result from the expected, and I have already run that, so all of them passed. So that was all the test. We are not adding test for the final function that collects tweet. The reason is I'm using like my personal account, and it has a limit. So if we every time run the test and that function does a test, then at some point I will reach the limit, and then I won't have permission to query the API anymore. So during the development, I'm not testing it. If you have like account that you pay for that, then it's fine to add also that function into test and check that if the return result is the same or not. And I will keep one version of that test offline, but I'm not testing it every time I run that, because also it takes a long time to fetch the data for us. Now we are ready to ship the product. Before that, I actually want to test that function because we have made a lot of change. So I will just test that function here and not adding that in the test. So I'll just run all we have in that file. So everything runs, and now we can create a value of that type. So we need a credits, and the credits is authenticator, and we need to env its c key, env c sec, and env that is otoc and osec, env osec, and then we can create the param, and we can actually take that from the test. So we can take that resource param. So and that will be our params. So I think we should change the naming here. Params dict, and that should be params, and that should be params. So the params, so that will be param stick. Okay, so now we will just load that. I will hide my workspace, put semicolon, semicolon. So that runs. I will go to the package mode. For some reason the console is not working. So what I will do, I will just restart that. It might happen sometime, there might be some bug or something. So how to restart that? It in Atom is Control J, Control K, Control J, Control C, and should restart. So we need to wait a little bit. So it's started, and now we can activate that dot. Now I will just run all of them. So it runs, and we can have a look. Sometimes the workspace doesn't show stuff, but we can just run the next function, and now it is. So I'll just hide that, and we have the param. Now we have tweets, which is collect tweets, and creds and params. So now we can run that. Looks like it's running. Let's see. Yep, so we have the tweets and everything. So I will just put that code in the test file, but not running. So at test set begin end, and then test for collect tweets, and then this lines, but we are not going to run that. So I'll just save that. Now it's time to actually ship the new version. So what I will do, I'll just go to the repository cd Julia projects and cd, I will just see where is that, packages, cd packages, and cd to Twilight timeline. I'll see the status, and that's what it is. So now what we need to do first, we should change the version number. So I will go to the project file, go to the version 1.2, that's a new update, and I will discuss about semantic versioning in the appendix section. So if you would like to know more about the what is that 0.1.2 means and how to use that, we will have a look. You can have a look there. So I changed the version, and every other thing should be fine. So the things updated are all of this, and I'm fine with that. So I will just add the modified file, see the status that these are added, and then git commit -m. And so the way we do, we have changes and then semicolon the message. So changes in the main change are in the collector and the test file. So updating with version 0. Actually we are going to tag that, so we don't need to write the version number. Updating with new version with more tests and consolidation. So we will push that, and now we will tag also that git tag v, and I'll just check the way I versioned. I haven't remembered that. So the tag is v 0.1.1, so it's 0.1.2. so just go to the atom and it's 0.1.2, so I will go 0.1.2. oh no, 0.1.2 and git push minus tag. So we get the tag, and let's have a check first. So I'll just refresh that, and we have the doc. We go to the master and the tags. We have the tag. So at that point we have a shippable product, but at that point also we don't need to be that much happy. The reason is, when in usual like development environment, if you are a junior analyst or junior developer, first you will create your software and then it will be reviewed by the senior people. So senior people might have a lot of suggestion, so that's what will be the consolidation. So we will have another iteration of that in the next video, where I have created something and like deliberately again, and also that I will tell you like, okay, maybe it's not the best way and we can do something better. So that can be thinking like that. You can think like that. Okay, so you had a code review after you ship the product before deployment. Now seniors has something to say that maybe we can change a lot of few things, not a lot, and make it better. If it already good, then we can just make it much better and make it a more concise and more easy to maintain. So let's have a look on the next video, and where I will consolidate the project, and also we will add a new version for that. So the next video will not be any new coding, but like there will be coding, but all the logic we already have, but we will simplify that. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.